Hello everybody and welcome to Sir Isaac Newton's Sixth Form's online open evening. There's a variety of videos and some online Google Meets that you can take part in during the evening, and you may well also be watching this video either before or after the actual event. In this video I'm just going to explain to you a little bit more about what we are as a school and how we operate, so you've got a better understanding of what it would be like to be a Sir Isaac Newton Sixth Form. We are, of course, a maths and science specialist sixth form. Those are the key subjects that we operate around. Results tend to be very good every year, and we really aim for a university feel environment. So we like to position ourselves between school and university so that we are properly preparing you for your journey beyond the sixth form. And of course, it is very important to mention the subjects that we offer and the subjects that you are interested in are amazing subjects, and big well done to you for choosing these subjects or for thinking about choosing these subjects at A-level. We're living in a very, very interesting time where sciences are really paving the way, I suppose, as they always have, in all manner of different technological innovations and all manner of different aspects of the world that at the moment require answers. Big well done to you for even thinking about these subjects. They're fabulous subjects and they really are well worth exploring at A-level. In terms of how we try and operate as a school, like I said, as I was saying, we do go for a very university feel. So we're a city centre location, we have lots of spaces to study, and of course we have a lot of specialist subject teachers, and you'll find that there are a lot of students who arrive as a general rule with very similar goals. You know, they want to study maths and the sciences, or possibly maths and the sciences with something else, with our Jane Austen link. There is a very academic focus to the school. You know, we do push you to excel, but at the same time we take a broad mix of students. Okay, we are a mixed ability school. Some students will come in with very strong GCSE grades, you know, the absolute top of the top. Other students will come in with what we say is the minimum you need to be successful at A-level, and it tends to make for a very nice mix of students within the school. People do obviously often ask about results and how we get on. Results are, of course, very good, and we find that year on year. But at the same time, I would highlight that it's the whole round package that we feel is more important than just the results that the school does get at the end of it. And, you know, for example, one of the big things we talk about in the school is we aim to give you as much independence as you like, with as much support if you need it. So what you're looking at on the screen at the moment is an example of a student's timetable. Okay, so you can see on there the times of the day and the periods of the day. We run standard lessons between periods 1 to 5, and we run extra lessons period 0 and period 6, which comprises the full school day. Period 0 starts at 9 o'clock in the morning. And for most students, if you're running a 3-subject timetable, some students do choose to do 4, but the standard package is 3, and you'll see there that you are on 16 hours within those periods. That's 5 hours for each subject and 1 hour of form time. You'll also see in there that you'll have 1 single lesson every period 1, and then double lessons after that. The period 1 lessons are designed to support you with material that you have already learned. So our double lessons will always focus on new content, and our single lessons always focus on supporting you with content that you have already studied. A-levels are difficult, and it is very common to need to return to material to support you. If we think about the opposite of that, some students will arrive and we'll all start on 16 hours, but some students will often say to us they would like more help. And if that's the case, we can also fill out the timetable with more help. So you're looking here at a different student's timetable. They're running a different set of subjects, but they have specifically got more help put into their timetable because they are not yet getting what they want for their next stage, whether that's university or apprenticeship. We don't set you target grades. You will set your own goals based on where it is that you want to go when you leave the school. And we will do everything we can to support you with those goals and get you there. Sometimes that means students might want extra lessons, or some students might want extra support from our academic mentor, or they might want some tutoring from the UEA undergraduate students that we use as part of our tutor program. It will vary, but what we can do is give you a lot of independence, and if you're coping with that, that's fine, and you may run on that 16-hour timetable for a long period of time. Or if you want more support, we can very easily fill up your timetable with other sessions as well. A slight caveat to that under the COVID rules that we're in at the moment is that there is less extra lesson support at the moment and more tutorial support, so that we are not cross-bubbling students. Now, we would hope by the time we reach September that isn't the case, but certainly that is how we're running at the moment. As a student, you would get access to our subject support website, which gives you all the materials that you would need in order to be able to study successfully during your time at the school. So all students have access to this web page where they can get into all of the subjects that they need, whether you're in school or at home, and you can also get into all of the support packages we have that will help you, whether that's to do with careers, the electives we run, help from our academic mentor or our pastoral mentor, or any of the other things that we will offer as part of a student's journey through the school. In terms of the subjects, all subjects give students a lot of help to understand what it is they're doing and where the materials are to support them with what they're learning. So every subject will have a delivery map telling you what you're going to be learning each week. From the delivery map, you can then access the lessons that are taking place there. So, for example, you can go into any folder and you can see the lesson materials. There will be a video if you have missed the lesson, or if you want to prep before the lesson, that you can watch. There will be the materials the teacher's using in the lesson, and the work that we would be getting students to do in the lesson is there as well. So you have access to everything that you will need from the delivery map. You'll also be able to find the homeworks there as well. So if you want to go in and find the homework, then the homework is there. So there's a lot of support for you during the lesson, but also if for any reason you're absent, you can access all of that work and you can have a go yourself and come back to us as members of staff, and we will support you to make sure that you do catch up with any work that is missed. So we do try and aim to give you as much support as you need as you go through your journey towards the end of the A-levels. In terms of the subjects that we offer, the subjects in white are all of the subjects that you can do at Sir Isaac Newton. So as you would expect, they are heavily biased towards the sciences. So we run maths, a couple of other maths as well. We run core maths for students as an AS level for students that are not doing maths but would like to do some maths. We also have further maths, and then we have a lot of science options on there as well for you. So you can do the traditional ones of biology, chemistry and physics, but we also offer psychology, environmental science and computer science as well. With our link with Jane Austen, we do also offer the arts and humanities. So it's perfectly possible to do a combination of 2 Sir Isaac subjects and 1 or 2 from Jane Austen as well, if you would like to get a broader mix of subjects. And about 30% of our students every year will choose that sort of combination. Beyond the classroom, there is a lot of support we offer, and we aim to offer as many electives as possible during a year. There have been various different ones over the course of the year, depending on what students have wanted and what staff have offered. So on the screen, you can see some examples of things that we've run in the past. It changes every year, but there are certain things that we will always run. So, of course, our Oxbridge programme and our standard university programme will always run every year. Medicine Society, Vet Society and Dentist Society, they will always be running, as well as the Duke of Edinburgh, STEP support, and certain things like this that are geared towards helping you get to your next stage in education will always be running. And then, of course, we will add in things that are a little bit more or a little bit less academic and a little bit more fun or a little bit more helpful in terms of well-being, like the mindfulness sessions and things like this. In terms of the careers and opportunities, there are sessions on during the open evenings where you can speak to Mr. Shampney, who is our careers coordinator, and he will run you through any questions that you have about the way we run our careers program and the opportunities that we present to students. We do have contacts with a lot of professional areas, and we always aim to bring people in or Skype to people so that students can hear how to get to certain professions and hear professionals talking about their professions and what it entails, so students can get a good idea of what's out there in the job market and how to get to those particular careers. We, of course, have some students who would like to go to the Oxfords and Cambridges, and we have programs specifically tailored for that. That's not, of course, every student. We also have a lot of other students who might want to do an apprenticeship or might want to go to a different style of university, and there are packages that support those students as well and make sure they can get to their destination. In terms of what you need to be successful at A-level and where we set our entry criteria, we've spent a few years now looking at the new leveled GCSE criterion, working out what we think is the minimum that you will need to be successful on the A-levels. We still hold it as 6 or more GCSEs at 5+. So 6 GCSEs at level 5 we think is the base we need to get you through the A-levels. Of that, because we are really focusing on maths and science, we do need a 5 in mathematics to make sure you can cope with the mathematical courses and do cope with the material that is in them. We say a 4 in English because, of course, you will need that for anything after that. Now, if you miss the 4 in English, then we do have a support system in place in order to get you to do a GCSE English retake. And then we do have some more specific criteria, which you can find on the website to do with different subjects. So I haven't put it on this slide, but for the sciences, we really think you need to be doing the higher paper in order to be able to access the material at A-level. And for the subjects with a lot of mathematical content, which is, of course, the A-level maths, physics and computing, we really would like you to have a 6 in maths to make sure that you can cope with the maths demanded in those subjects. And for further maths, which of course is a very special A-level for students who really, really enjoy their maths, then we would expect you to be getting an 8 in maths at GCSE to be able to tackle that course. And of course, the next steps. So you're here tonight, you're watching this video. Of course, if you're watching this during the open evening, then staff are online and you can book into the sessions and they'll be able to answer any questions. They're on Google Meet, so you can talk to them about anything you'd like to do with subjects, or there is a careers option as well. You can work your way through and talk to whoever you would like to. If you would like to apply, then most schools will push you to apply through Help You Choose if that's their system. If your school isn't using that, or you want to go straight through the school application form, then there is a link on the website directly to that as well. We don't mind which you do. Of course, if you go through Help You Choose, you will probably get an email from us asking for a little bit more information if it doesn't tally with our application system, but we really don't mind which one you choose to use. Then we will be interviewing you. Now, an interview doesn't mean we're interviewing you to decide if you're getting in or not. It is just to meet you, discuss your options, and get to know you better as we go through the process to full enrolment into the school for the next academic year. We'll be doing various events during the year. The format for them this year will, of course, be different depending on what the COVID health and safety regulations are that we're following at the time. Certainly early in this year, and certainly for the next 2 terms, we will not be bringing students into the building, and we'll be looking at doing things online. That will include most likely the interview process. And of course, if things change in the summer, then we will try and bring you in, but only if it is safe to do so. The actual details for the enrolment into the school will be sent out during the summer term. We tend to do that after you've done your GCSE, so we don't bother you during your revision process. And of course, then we run through and we enrol students once they've got their GCSEs. If you do have any further questions, I'm online during the open evenings, or you are, of course, welcome to email or call the school at any time. And we will, of course, help you with any questions you have. And, our aim at the moment is to just give you as much of an understanding as possible about how the school operates within the confines of the current COVID era, and obviously not being able to bring you into the school building. So any questions, please email. Thank you.